Hello everyone and welcome back to Global Pulse. Today, we look at how mRNA cancer vaccines work, how they are made, how they train the immune system to destroy cancer cells. Let's get started. What is an mRNA cancer vaccine? Scientists can now create a vaccine that is unique to one patient's cancer. That is the idea behind mRNA cancer vaccines. These are not preventive vaccines like the COVID-19 shots. They are therapeutic vaccines. Their only job is to help the immune system find and destroy cancer cells that are already present. How is the vaccine made? Doctors take a sample of the patient's tumor and sequence its DNA. They look for mutations that produce abnormal proteins called neoantigens. Neoantigens are markers that appear only on cancer cells and not on healthy cells. After the tumor DNA has been sequenced and the neoantigens have been identified, scientists select a limited number of those neoantigens that are most likely to be recognized by the patient's immune system. They then create a synthetic strand of messenger RNA, mRNA. This mRNA contains the exact genetic code that tells a cell how to produce those selected neoantigens. The synthetic mRNA is produced in a laboratory specifically for that one patient. No other patient's vaccine contains the same combination of neoantigen codes. Once the mRNA has been made, it is purified and prepared as the active ingredient of the vaccine. The finished product is therefore a personalized vaccine that exists only for that individual patient. How does it work inside the body? The mRNA is packaged inside tiny, fat-based bubbles called lipid particles and injected. mRNA is fragile and would be destroyed quickly if injected on its own. The lipid particles protect the mRNA from being broken down in the body. They also help the mRNA enter immune cells so the cells can read it. Once inside the immune cells, the mRNA is temporarily used to produce the selected neoantigens. The immune system recognizes these neoantigens as foreign and activates specialized white blood cells called T cells against them. Those T cells then search the body for any cancer cells that carry the same neoantigens and destroy them. The mRNA itself is temporary. It breaks down after delivering its instructions and does not change the patient's DNA. Why is Keytruda given with it? Even when T cells recognize the neoantigens, cancer cells often display molecules that turn the T cells off. These molecules act like brakes on the immune system. Keytruda is an immunotherapy drug that blocks those brakes so the T cells can keep working. In short, vaccine equals gives the immune system the target. Keytruda equals removes the brakes. Who is it for right now? These vaccines are not yet standard treatment for all cancers. The strongest evidence is in high-risk melanoma patients whose tumors have already been surgically removed. In August 2026, Moderna and Merck reported positive Phase 3 results for their vaccine, V940, combined with Keytruda. Similar personalized vaccines are being tested in lung, pancreatic, colorectal, kidney, and bladder cancers. Side effects. Common side effects of the vaccine itself include fatigue, injection site pain, chills, and flu-like symptoms. Because the vaccine is usually given with immunotherapy such as Keytruda, patients can also experience the immune-related side effects associated with those drugs. Cost. There's no commercial price yet, because the vaccines are not approved for routine use. Every dose must be manufactured from an individual patient's tumor, so production is currently expensive. Estimates for making a personalized cancer vaccine can exceed $100,000 per patient. This figure is not a final selling price. What happens next? The central question is whether the same approach will work across many different cancers, not only melanoma. Researchers also need to make the personalized manufacturing process faster and less expensive. The core promise remains powerful. Instead of giving every patient the same treatment, doctors can read the genetic fingerprint of one specific tumor and design a treatment aimed only at that cancer. That is the idea of an mRNA cancer vaccine. A vaccine built not for a disease in general, but for the cancer inside one particular patient. If this helped you understand how these vaccines work, leave a comment with your thoughts. Subscribe to Global Pulse for more clear breakdowns of the technologies and developments shaping our world, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.